All right, so today we're here to talk to you about our laundry room reveal. This is a tiny room in our house, but ultimately very functional. So we utilize every little space of this to bring it to life.
So my goal for this space was really to get the most functional use out of it. Prior to renovating it, literally there was just a washer and dryer in there, and it is a highly used area, so I really needed it to be pretty, but ultimately really functional.
I agree.
Sasha doesn't do any laundry.
Yeah, I do.
Actually, yeah, that's true. I make you do your own laundry. So for me, there isn't a lot of extra space. There wasn't really much else I could do in there in order to get any more space. Like, we have stairwell on one side and the master bedroom on the other side, so there was no way to gain more space by changing the physical footprint, so I had to go with what we had there. So adding a countertop over top of the washer and dryer was really crucial, just to be able to have that folding space and be able to store things on there. Closed storage, also key, to be able to tuck away all your laundry and soaps and different things that end up in the laundry room. And then drying racks. I hang a lot of my stuff, and we've got kids' clothes and all of these things. So we needed to create some drying space. So we added a rack that goes right beside and attaches to the closed cabinet. And then we also added this really beautiful custom-made drying rack on the wall. So even with nothing on,
like the feature of the room, everyone
I
talked about
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of feels like this art piece in the room when there's nothing on it. I really love that it still looks beautiful, even though it's a very functional piece of furniture. I love it. I played around with different colors for the cabinetry, but ultimately went with white just because it is such a small space. I wanted it to be bright, clean, and airy. The lighting prior to was quite dim too, so I really wanted to add extra lighting in there. So
again, 3 layers of lighting in a small little room.
Yeah, 3 layers of lighting, but I love it. And there's under cabinet lighting, which again is that LED strip, and it adds this glow, and at night, it almost acts as like a night light. So when you're walking by, there's just this like subtle glow on the countertop, which that's like one of my favorite details. I added contrast in here with the floor tile. So we did a herringbone with this kind of slate looking stone. It kind of looks like a brick paver. But it feels modern because it's charcoal, it has this texture, and I really love it in this space. I think it adds the perfect contrast detail to the cabinetry. So we introduced warmth in this space with a little hint of brass here and there. So it's on the fixture as well as the knobs. And I think again, it just sort of creates this extra contrast detail and elevates the space, just that little hint. So we chose a counter called Cloud Burst, and it has a matte finish. So it has this kind of almost like leather-like finish, I think it's called, and it blends really well with the tile backsplash. So again, we went with that Rhea tile in the back, which creates an organic look, and they kind of seamlessly flow together because of the colorways. So we added a contrast detail with little hits of black. We did this with the iron rod that goes over top of the counter. It also creates functionality, being able to hang up clothes there. And that's a really important feature for us when we're designing spaces, is to have those little hits of black throughout.
Okay, so my favorite feature of the laundry room is the drying rack. It's just such a unique piece that every time we show, we get a million questions about. And just the craftsmanship that went into it is just really impressive. So that's my favorite part of the laundry room. You?
I love the whole thing. Honestly, I think it gets overlooked a lot, the laundry room, but it was one of my favorite rooms to design and renovate because of the functional use of space. Literally, we use it like every single day. And I was even surprised myself at how much I loved walking into that space now. It was so bright and airy and so functional. Just being able to easily get to everything, have space to fold the clothes. I am obsessed with this space now. So I love every element of it because it now makes my life that much easier.
And that concludes our tour of our little tiny laundry room renovation. So stay tuned, we've got many more rooms to show in a renovated home. Like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.